Let's see. Hey, everyone on YouTube. Hey, everyone on Facebook. Hey, everyone on Instagram. I hope everyone is having an awesome day. It is an absolutely beautiful day here. It is 92 degrees. The sun is shining. There is some rain, but it's going away from me. So I will absolutely be tanning my buns on the pool deck here shortly. So, yeah, just absolutely have to enjoy the day. Um, so, for the Tales of the Dragon series, I wanted to um, finish the second half of the story from yesterday, and it's kind of a big story, so I've made it into two parts, and hopefully that works for you guys. Because this one's a little bit more serious than the other one. The other one's kind of funny and kind of scary, and it was scary at the time. Now I don't know why I was scared, but it was scary at the time. So, oh, let me grab this mic for Instagram. Sorry, you guys. There we go. That should be better. So, um, if you saw the previous part, it's how I got into the Batshit Crazy group, and I'll go over the other groups just real quick. With the Viper folks, there's three groups. There's the picture takers who stop at the overlooks and take pictures, and it's beautiful in the Smoky Mountains. So no fault for them there. Then you have the quick group, and this is the majority. It's about 80% of the cars there. And the quick group does spirited driving, and there's a lot of fun, and there's great routes that everyone goes on. And then you have the batshit crazy group, and these guys and gals are trying to win something. They are moving furniture all day. And as an example, we'll leave the parking lot at the bottom of 129, go up to Killboy, come back to that parking lot, turn around, and we'll catch the quick group. So that's kind of how, just to give you a relative term on how quick everyone's going. So, yeah, hauling. So I stopped at the parking lot, and this is from yesterday. I stopped at the parking lot of the state line where Brent said he was going to meet me and I would stay with the quick group. And now I'm with about 8 or 10 cars that are, you know, these guys just haul all day. So my friend Anil was with me, which was really cool. He had a Gen 2 that was extremely loud, and his license plate said loud. And he had a bumper sticker on the back that said "Death Before Prius," which is pretty cool. So Anil and I are now stuck with these guys. We kind of know our way around, but we don't really. So we're just going to go with this group, and obviously we're going to hang in the back because I don't want to interfere with anyone. And Matt and Mike and Michael and Scott and Ronnie, they just take off. There's no like communication like, hey, where are we going? Where are we stopping? They're gone. So these guys rip, and they're absolutely hauling, and I'm doing everything I can to keep up with them. I don't know these roads. I don't know the condition of them, anything like that. So I'm trying to go. I think we're going to meet the others for lunch, but I have no idea. So like I said, I'm just driving, and I'm hauling. And I was in my Gen 3 at the time, my 2006 Viper. So we come down to this, we come down from Klingman's Dome, Kauai is what it's called now. And we go to this little town called Cherokee. And Cherokee is a very small town. And I can't remember, I think Cherokee's actually in North Carolina. Because the whole thing borders North Carolina and Tennessee, right on the two states there. Anyway, we stop at this gas station convenience store in Cherokee because obviously we need gas. These guys are going through a ton of gas. Hey, Denise. Denise will be joining us at Tell the Dragon this year, which is very cool. She was with us last year as her, I believe it was her rookie trip. So we stop at this gas station, this convenience store, and I don't remember. I think it was an Exxon. It might have been a Sunoco. And these guys go through a ton of gas. Like Matt's car is a twin turbo underground build. It's like 1,500 horsepower. Mike and Michael, those guys, they're going through a ton of fuel too. So I'm like, all right, thank God we slow down for 5 minutes. And that would be, a big surprise considering who we're going with. So I get gas really quick and I pull over to the side because there's only like 4 pumps and there's like 10 of us. So I pull off to the side in one of the parking spots at the convenience store and I'm kind of waiting for these guys to get gas. And I go to the convenience store and I grab a water. Just kidding. And I come back out to my car and there's a gentleman at my car and he's looking at it very closely and he's not dressed super nice. He's got a beard. He's very scruffy, very kind of unkept, I guess is probably the best way to put it. I'm trying to be polite and trying to not be a dick about this, but he looked very unkept. And they were normal clothes and they were clean, but he wasn't in a suit and tie. So, hey, Diane. Diane's no rookie to tail the dragon either. Diane's been down there a bunch of times. So, we're stopped at this gas station. This guy comes over and he's talking to me about my car and he's asking me questions. And he says, this is my favorite Dodge. I wasn't expecting to, stop here and see, 10 Vipers show up at once. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. We're out cruising around today. I didn't tell them that these guys are, trying to figure out how to get to Mars in their Viper. I just, you know, uh, I tried to play it cool. Like, oh, yeah, I totally drive with these guys all the time. And he asks me if he can sit in it. And I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, that's fine. And I open up the door for him. I show him how it works. It's electric. And I open the door for him, and he's kind of slow. He's an older guy. He's 60s plus, maybe 70, and he's probably 60s. And it takes him a little while to get in the car. It's a very tight fit, and he's as tall as I am, maybe a little bit shorter. And he eventually gets in the car, and he's sitting in there, and the doors open, and sitting in the steering wheel. Oh, okay, Denise. Yeah, on a motorcycle. All right, motorcycle counts. There's plenty of motorcycles up there. Um, Plenty. So he sits down in the car and he's got his hands on the wheel and he's kind of looking around and he's taking it all in and he's enjoying it. And then he asks me, "Hey, can I start the car?" And that's when you have this moment inside and you're like, yeah, I mean, it's going to take him a little while to figure out how to get into reverse and how to take off if he's going to steal the car. The other good part is I got 8 guys that can catch him so fast. One of them will throw me the keys to their car and we'll just jam out and we'll go catch this guy. So I don't really stress about it too much. He's not going to cause a lot of damage or do anything weird. So I say, yeah, sure. And I show him how to do it. You turn the key and then you hit the button, make sure it's in neutral. Parking brake was on. So, okay. And he gets the car started and the gleam in his eye was massive. It's like a little kid at Cars and Coffee or, me when I see, Gail Banks's car, Pomona, uh, car show, his Firebird. It's like, oh, this is so cool. And he was absolutely enjoying it. He revved it a few times and he was really digging it. My stress level's kind of high now because I'm like, all right, well, what happens if things go south? And they didn't. I needed to relax a little bit. So I took a deep breath and he kind of pauses for a minute. He's got his hands on the wheel and he's kind of looking around, and then he reaches down and he turns the key off and he gets out of the car. And it's very difficult for him to get out of the car. It's difficult for other people to get out of the car. For him, he's older and slower and it's a little harder. So I offer him a hand, he grabs on and I kind of step him up out of the car. And he says, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And I was like, yeah, no problem. By this time, those guys are done filling up their cars and we're about to head out. And his sister walks out, and apparently they were parked in the Jeep Cherokee that was a couple spaces down from me. And his sister walks out, and I wish I could remember the guy's name. She goes, "Hey, Jeff, what are you doing?" And he says, I was talking to the owner of this car, and he was really nice, and he let me sit in it and start it up and rev it. And she's like, "Oh, that's really nice of you. That's really nice of you. I'm sorry if he was bothering you." I'm like, "No, it's not a bother at all." And he comes over and he shakes my hand and he says, I just want to say thank you again very much. I have pancreatic cancer and I have less than 3 months to live. So I really appreciate you letting me sit in my dream car and just for a moment. And at that moment, all of my worries and fears disappeared. And I got this huge rush of doing, one of those things you accidentally do something really cool for someone without even knowing. And I did something really cool for this guy without even knowing that I was doing it. And that, I mean, you can't put a price on that. Those things are also they're so unexpected that just it doesn't happen. You have, all of this worry in your head. You don't think about what someone else is going through. And you have no idea what other people are going through. So it was one of those, it was a really, really good thing. The bonus to that was it also helped me relax with driving with the batshit crazy group because now I had built up all this fear that he was going to hurt the car or steal the car or whatever, and all that flushed away, and all of my fear flushed away too when he told me that he had pancreatic cancer and he wasn't going to be here much longer. And that that feeling, God, I wish if you could bottle that, you could own the world. It's a really, really incredible feeling. So for the rest of the day, driving with those guys, I wasn't I was much less stressed than I was before, the previous 2 hours doing just insane speeds. And now I was relaxed and I could drive smoother and everything kind of went into place. It was a very, very cool thing. And I'm really glad that I could help that guy out. I wish I could remember his name, but it was one of those things. I first off, I'm terrible with names, but I'm kind of in a moment where I'm doing a whole bunch of things all at once. I'm trying not to die with these guys, wondering if he's going to steal the car. And then all of a sudden he's not, he's just very sick. And yeah, so I apologize that I forgot his name. If any of the other guys see this and you remember the gentleman's name, I don't think any of the other guys came over and talked to me about it. They'll definitely remember the gas brake uh, um, at Cherokee, but I don't think they'll remember me talking to the other guy. So I wanted to get this one out to you guys and let you know that sometimes different things are going on with different people, and just kind of keep a heads up and keep an open mind, and you'll probably be okay. So that's where we're at, and that's the part two of the second Tales of the Dragon. We'll do another one tomorrow. I've got 700 of these stories from going throughout the years. I think I'm on 14 years. I'm either 13 or 14 years of going to Tail of the Dragon with the Viper guys. So I got a ton of these. You guys, thank you very much for sending the recommendations. And I'll definitely, if I don't do it on this trip, I'll definitely do it somewhere down the line. Some of your suggestions, I really appreciate them. And let me know, if there's something different you want to hear or whatever. And then tonight in the shop over on YouTube at Kev's shop, I'll be talking about prepping your car for Tail of the Dragon. I did trailer prep. We'll talk about prepping the car. Actually, sorry, that's Thursday. Friday night, we'll be doing that over on Kev's shop. So join me over there. Go subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. I really appreciate it. And thanks you guys for hanging out today. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy the sun because I know rain is coming and all that jazz. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go sizzle my ass cheeks for an hour or so before dinner. So thanks everyone for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to show someone that you love them. Give them a kiss on the cheek. Give them a kiss on the tip of their nose. Hold their hand. Give it a squeeze. It's really important for them, but it is far more important for you, and you, and you. All right. Thanks everyone. I will catch you tomorrow with another one of the cool stories from Tale of the Dragon. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Okay.